children, to a new session of English literature. Children, we are going to begin this session with the first chapter of our short stories prescribed by the ICSC board. It is The Little Match Girl. This is class this is chapter 7th of your treasure trove of short stories. Let's begin with the story. It is a beautiful fairy tale and you will really enjoy it. It was a Christmas Eve. It was a winter night where a lot of snow was falling. People were enjoying this day because it was the Christmas day. Everybody was on their coats and gloves and mufflers. So children were also enjoying it. They were throwing ice balls, snowballs on each other. They loved to play with it and they were really going well. A little beautiful girl crossed across the road. She was a very poor little girl. She loved to see the children enjoying with the snow. She had a box full of matches and a slippers that was too big for her. She was walking along the road thinking that she had to sell all the matches when suddenly a carriage came across and asked her to move out of the way. While she went out of the way, her slippers tend to fell on the road. Before she could pick her slippers up, a little boy carried it away, and she was unable to get it back. She was very sad for her lost slippers, and it was now very cold, and her feet were getting blue with the cold. They were burning in ice. She kept on walking. Her matches were not sold, and she was very sad because if she would have gone to the to her house without selling her matches, her father would have beaten her. Now, due to the cold, her eyes were watery, her hands were numb with the cold, and now she thought what she would do. So, in order to put away the winter cold, she sat on the floor and kept asking people to buy her match. But there was nobody who would buy her match. So, what she did, she was really shivering with cold when she decided to take out a match and lit her and warm herself. She lit one of her matchstick. When she lit the first one, she began to see something very amazing. Now let's see what she had seen when she lit the match with her shivering hands. The matchstick burnt red and yellow. Soon she started seeing something. It was really giving warmth to her. Now, what she dreamt as if she was sitting beside a gas stove. An iron stove was burning and she was feeling the heat of the stove. She was wearing the scarf, she was wearing the sweater and shoes and her socks also. She was almost sweating with the warmth of the iron stove. Suddenly her matchstick went away and she decided to lit another one. So she lit another of her matchstick. It started burning and it started giving her warmth. Again she went into her dreams. The matchstick was about to get off due to the wind, but now she went off to dream something else. Since she was very hungry, she saw a lot of food items on a table with a white tablecloth over it. She decided there was a roasted goose in the center of the table, which she decided to have it and feed herself. She took out a fork and she had a little bit of the meat. It tasted very nice and her hunger was gone. She again decided to have some more of the meat when suddenly she found that the matchstick she was holding was about to get off. It almost burnt her hand. When she threw it away, it really hurt her, and she again sat down in the cold. She was feeling very cold. She was shivering in the cold. She lit another matchstick. Now let's. This is all. So, children, we will see what happened when she lit the third matchstick. It will be a suspense to you. It is an interesting story of this little girl. So, we will find out what happens next. Till then, have a nice day. Happy learning.